The first pro with this 2024 CX-90 is going to be this interior space. The top of the line CX-90s with its lavish materials and great options really push this into the true luxury car realm. I love the suede and the Nappa leather seats, and these seats truly are very comfortable, especially with that suede insert. It's softer on your back and you're able to do more miles with these seats compared to the rest of the CX-90 lineup. And we have all of the excellent features that a person would want in a vehicle, right? Like heated and cooled seats, and the cooled seats genuinely work really well. So if you live in a hot climate, well, there you go. I do appreciate the cooled seats here. And we also have a heated steering wheel, heads-up display, a larger 12.3-inch infotainment screen with wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and a wireless charging pad. And of course, the 12-speaker Bose audio system is truly legit, easily the best audio system in its class. And with the Premium Plus, regarding the second row, we get captain's chairs with the same comfortable seats, and those seats are going to be heated and cooled as well, with a center console in the middle that provides you with additional storage. Now, the cons with this interior space, it's going to be the lack of space. The front center console hardly has any space. Same thing with the glove box. The cup holders are kind of on the smaller side in the front, and nobody really likes the gear shifter in these vehicles, although I've personally gotten used to it and I see what they're trying to do. They're simply trying to lock out the park function, but still, they could have done this in a better, more elegant way. But it's okay though, because one big pro with these interiors is going to be the physical buttons and switches for your HVAC, and the HVAC is separate from the infotainment. Absolutely love that. And overall, this cabin, it does feel very sturdy in here as well. But two more cons is going to be with the third row seats and with the trunk. So in the third row, I literally can't even fit. I am 5'11". I am able to fit in the third row of the Honda Pilot, the Toyota Grand Highlander, and the Palisade/Telluride twins. I have no issues sitting comfortably in the third row of either one of those products, but the CX-90 and the Nissan Pathfinder, these are two of the tightest third rows in the class. And again, the trunk of this vehicle is not that great. However, a big pro is going to be the CX-90 offers a spare tire when you lift up the flap in the trunk. Now let's move on to another big pro, which is going to be the overall driving experience. So with the Turbo S, you have the higher output 340 horsepower, 369 pounds-feet of torque inline-six engine, and this is noticeably quicker than the 280 horsepower base CX-90 engine. In your daily drives, this vehicle, it just doesn't struggle as much as the base CX-90. It effortlessly takes off, and this higher output engine, it simply has a more luxurious feel due to how effortless it feels. Another advantage that I've noticed to the Turbo S is, for whatever reason, this handles a bit better than the base CX-90s I have tested. When I drive this like a hooligan on some back roads and I have like the wheel cocked and I stomp on the throttle, this CX-90, it just feels better being driven at the limit than the base vehicles. Now, yes, we do have here the 21-inch wheels with 275 wide tires. The regular CX-90s with the 19-inch wheels, they come with 265 wide tires, but that's a subtle difference. Regardless though, I've noticed that the Turbo S feels a bit better in terms of the handling, but every CX-90 feels great. You know, out on the highway, the stability is excellent. Your long sweeping corners, this SUV, it handles it great no matter which trim level you go with. So all of that is fine. But how is the ride quality with the 21-inch wheels? It's not bad. The only cons that I've noticed with the 21-inch wheels as opposed to the 19s is going to be you have a slightly more of a crashing sensation over some of the bumps, and you hear some of the sharper bumps more with the 21-inch wheels as opposed to the 19s. But overall, like 98% of the time, I would say the 21s and the 19s, they ride almost the same. And when you go with the higher trim levels, another pro is going to be the thicker kind of double pane glass that you get on the front side windows here. It does make the cabin a bit more quieter. And the final pro I want to mention regarding all the CX-90s is going to be how safe they are in a crash test. All CX-90s are an IIHS top safety pick. So that truly is great. And since you made it to the end of this video, here's how you can save 8% off the MSRP of a 2024 CX-90. You can reach out to a broker named AutoCompanion. He is one of the largest brokers in the United States, and him and his partner dealerships in the Washington, D.C. area, they are offering 8% off on every trim level of the CX-90, including the plug-in hybrids. So even though I'm not a big fan of the way the plug-in hybrid CX-90 drives, I would still recommend it because there's deep discounts, a lot of incentives, and the lease deals are pretty good with the plug-in hybrid. So if you want that particular model, go ahead, but I would still stick with the inline six vehicles. Yes, the Turbo S is nice, but I would actually skip this, and I would rather just load up the 280 horsepower base inline six vehicle with more desirable options. I think that's the best use of your money in the CX-90 lineup instead of stepping up to the Turbo S. But whatever you want, he's got 8% off on every CX-90, and although he's located in Washington, D.C., he is able to ship nationwide. You just have to pay for the shipping. He also offers a free leasing calculator, which I will have linked in the description box below. This is a powerful tool because it shows you the interest rate of a lease, the residual values, and the incentives that you can get in your local area. For instance, if you qualify for Mazda loyalty, you can get an additional $2,000, which stacks on top of the 8% discount from AutoCompanion. That's really powerful. So whether you are financing, paying cash, or leasing, you should use this calculator to see exactly what incentives you can get in your area. And yes, leasing programs, incentives, interest rates, all of these things, they do change every month, but AutoCompanion's calculator will also update every month. And as of right now, September of 2024, the interest rate of these CX-90 leases, at least for the gas models, it's less than 1%. That is really impressive, and that means you have a lot of flexibility here. For instance, if you are planning on being a cash buyer, you're better off holding on to that cash and just leasing these things for 3 years, taking advantage of that very low interest lease. And if you want to, at the end of the lease, you can buy out the vehicle because all of your payments, it genuinely went towards the equity of the vehicle. So that's great. But if you do plan on purchasing these vehicles at the end of the lease, I would pay up to extend the warranty because these are pretty complex vehicles at the end of the day. Anyway, if you want to work with AutoCompanion, he does charge a broker fee, but if you sign up with my affiliate link in the description box below, he will take some money off of his broker fee. Hopefully you appreciated this knowledge, this information, and these resources. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.